Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Day and this is the Healing Butterfly. I am an overall intuitive reader as well as a medium. Thank y'all for stopping by and lending me your energy and your love. Today's reading is going to be the Heartbreak Hotel reading. We're going to discuss what to leave behind, what to take with you, and how to heal and move on. Right about now, when I woke up this morning, I just felt a lot of broken hearts or disappointment in romance or disappointment in the heart space. A lot of very somber songs as well. Even I can't really, I don't know if everyone has been just listening to very somber music right now, but that's what I feel very heavily. I feel like some people have been heartbroken by someone that they really thought was getting ready to be their all. So, apologies. Ooh, went right over. But this is for the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So I'm not going to belabor. We're going to try to stay on task. I get a little wordy. Please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. You don't want to try to fit a storyline that is not for you. You may end up getting yourself worked up for something that is not coming your way, or you may end up cutting something out your life that was actually for you. So, word of caution, not just with my readings, but any readings that you watch on YouTube. If it doesn't fit, move on to the next. Go to where your soul is first calling you, or your intuition. All right, Spirit, stopping me. You need to listen to your intuition a little bit more. Stop trying to fit a mold or trying to fit what used to be or what was. So if you used to manage your life in a certain way, I'm so used to blah, 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 or I feel more comfortable around blah, 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 or something like that. And then it's almost like you get back to this whatever you're comfortable with and you don't fit in anymore. If that makes any sense. So, take what resonates. So, all right. So the first question we will ask is what you should leave behind from this recent heartbreak. So let's go. Taurus, Vertigo. Somebody have vertigo? Someone feeling dizzy? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Spirit. All right. What should the earth sign? Okay. Leave behind. What should they take with them? What should they take with them? Thank you. And then how to heal and move on. How to heal and move on. What advice do you have for the earth signs to heal and move on? And this was actually there when I had the deck parted. Protest. Start a revolution. When I looked down, we were discussing earlier, what I felt is that there's a need to want to fight back or to stand your ground in regards to who you are today. It's like don't fold. I'm feeling this like the walls of Jericho. I don't know if it fits, it fits. But it's almost like you don't want your walls to be penetrated or something like that. You don't want your boundaries to be penetrated. But yet, I'm not sure if you're really revolting and pushing back the way that you need to. So if there's someone that's trying to turn you back to the person that you were, even if they are, because I'm seeing there's a person holding on to the other person, I'm just hearing maybe even if they give you comfort or did give you comfort at one point in time in your life, they may not be for you in the next phase. So I also want to get some clarifiers behind. So what to leave behind. I'm hearing status quo. Sundress, do it for you. What to leave behind. There's a few things. One, if there's a chilly or cold nature about you right now, if you've been numb or standoffish or, not willing to let newness or people get close to you, that's something that you need to leave behind. You know, don't have such a cold shoulder to people that are not like your A1 day ones. Because how is anyone new going to come in your life if you only stick with your A1 day ones? How are you going to find your soul tribe if you only stick with your blood family? If that makes it. So that's what I got. There's also a sense of leaving. Also, in these, everyone's here singly. So there's something about you need, and there's also come home to yourself. But we'll get there because that's the one that's reigning the most. But as far as leaving behind, it's like leaving your inhibitions behind, leaving this constraint behind. As you see, this is a woman in a sundress in the middle of a snowstorm. She doesn't care what else is going on in the world. She's finding her bliss and her, almost like her childhood nature in the things that bring her happiness. So I feel like there's this thing about not conforming to your friends, your family, your normal or your typical or the industry or whatever it is. It's like you have to leave that behind. You're not serving yourself any justice. Like, the reason why you can't feel quite as fancy is because you keep conforming to something. The reason why those women, like, I don't know, maybe you are someone who watches tarot or you read horoscopes and they're like, be childlike. And you're like, how the hell do I do that? It's like you have to put inhibitions to the wind. You have to really become Disney Plus and have your imagination really go wild. You have to really learn to just, okay, in the middle of a snowstorm, I want to run outside in my snow dress and let, snowflakes fall on my face fresh and on my tongue. And, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. But it's like you have to leave behind, the status quo or trying to conform to anything like that. All right, so let's just get some clarity and then move on. Oh, excuse me, my nose is itching. So, Sunrise, King of Swords, the Emperor. Yeah, again, very stoic, yes, you are strong. Yes, you fought to be the person that you are today. Yes, very, very intelligent, very wise. At the bottom of the deck, the Star card. The Star of the Hierophant. So again, bringing in spirit, letting go and allowing, and that will bring in your Ten of Cups. It's like it's almost that you need to tap into your inside and let what's on the, there it is, let what's on the inside be shown on the outside. Let the flights of fancy that like your A1 day ones see, let the world see it. No, you don't need to let the world in, but let the world see the glow that you have inside on the outside. Because again, very stoic versus very just flights of fancy. Okay? And no, this isn't going to make you appear weak. I guess I might be talking to some men and like, I can't be gushy. I'm hearing gushy or gummy bear. Maybe you like gummy bears. I don't know. But no, that's not going to change who you are, and that's not going to change the way people see you as an emperor, someone who runs their own business or runs their life, manages their life, self-control, things like that. And you're also someone who's very, very sharp. So you might be very, very intelligent. I'm hearing not just book smart, but street smart. People are still going to respect you as such. But because you have such a hard rock, icy exterior, it's hard for, for your soul to be penetrated. And it's time for that. It's time, it's definitely some emotions that want to come into you. So you just need to open up in that space. So what to take with you? Sword, make the change. And what I get from here is that it's time to look in the mirror and it's time to be honest with yourself and to continue in that fashion. Because, okay, thank you, Spirit. One thing I say to my friends and family is that as long as you're here on this earth, in this realm, you still have work to do. And you have to be open to making those changes, because just like as a flower continues to grow, or a plant continues to grow, or anything continues to grow, it outgrows its area. It likes to adapt and change more than likely, because we are humans. We're not just a plant. We're not just an animal. We're humans. We like to change. And with that change, a lot of things adapts. Our bodies, our minds, our fashion, our lifestyle that we like things like that. So always be willing to make a change. Always be willing to look at things from a higher perspective. And I'm also hearing your higher self. Consult with your higher self more. So if you just started recently, maybe connecting to spirit, meditating, praying, something about you and spirit and oneness, or you and your higher self in oneness, that's something to definitely continue to take with you, and to continue to be flexible with the change. And that also means, and they're telling me also back to here, this is part of that change. The Five of Cups in reverse, exactly. So no longer crying over spilled milk. Take that, yeah. Again, very strong, and very strong in who you know that you are, and the things that you know. I'm hearing, I know what left, and that's not what this is about. It's not about who left. It's about what you need to do now that they left. It's like, okay, you don't need to be on guard anymore. The war is over. The fight is over. Whatever that was that you were going through in your mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical plane, that's not what this is anymore. You're no longer sad. She's actually even smirking like optimistically in the mirror. So no, there's no sadness here. Thank you for confirming that, Spirit. And the Four of Swords in reverse. And so swords to swords again, yes. And it's almost as if she's no longer resting. She still has, okay, come on, Spirit. She still has her bedtime clothes on. This person was resting, but you see there was still one more sword, if you can't see it, right below them. And that's the sword I feel like, okay, it's time to no more pity party, no more sadness, no more stagnation, no more resting. It's time to make the change. It's time to keep the momentum flowing forward. And again, with the protesters, that's action. That's an action card. That's about pushing against the norm. That's about saying, I'm no longer going to just stay within the walls of someone else's confinement. Oh, the whole deck is upside down. Jesus. Well, good thing I caught it, huh? But this is not changing. There is no more sadness. It's no more time for resting. It's time for change. But thank you for letting me know that this was upside down, Spirit. Which is funny because this came out in the upright. So there's that. But moving forward. So what to take with you? Take the willingness to change with you. Take that death to victim mentality with you. Death to it. No more victim mentality. No more resting when you know that there's action. Okay? And then the last question here is how to heal. How to heal and move on. Ooh, all right. You can be stubborn if you want now. Tower to the Eight of Cups. Time to move on. Time to make change. And you know it. Whatever happened, you walked away from it. Okay? So how to heal and move on is escapist. Come home to yourself. There's a need, again, for you to connect to higher self. There's also maybe some research that you've been doing, been wanting to do, some type of healing you've been wanting to do, whether this is a workshop, a class, a meditation, Reiki healing, something like that. There's also a need to clear your space. You may need to sage your home, because I'm feeling like there's there's some entities in some of your homes, and you may even feel like I can still smell him, or I can smell her, or I can feel her. It's like you need to sage your home as well. I'm getting that very strongly right now. Energies that just need to be cleared out. I don't care about nobody's drawers, but people's drawers, their panties, their clothes, their hoodies, things like that. That stuff, if that person is no longer in your field, and that's the person that you had maybe a tower moment with, family, friend, foe, co-worker, I don't care what it is, that needs to go. That energy needs to leave your home. And that will probably, I'm hearing it will, now they won't even let me say probably, it will open up the energy for you to calm yourself, to want to come home to self. So maybe you're someone who doesn't like to be home alone. And it's like you don't like to be home alone, I feel like, because something is in there trying to torment you. Right, Strength card. Another card, please, Spirit. Thank you. 10 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Blah, blah, blah. 9 of Cups. Yes, you're strong enough to get through this time. And this is going to open up. Yes, come on. Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It's time. It really is, because look at, okay. Because you did walk away. You walked away from something that was disastrous because you intuitively know that there was somebody that meant you no good. And so it was time for you to invest in yourself and to walk away so that you can get from the 8 of Cups to the 9 of Cups. You're strong enough to get through this time. It's not about, oh, I'm alone and I'm single and I'm lonely. I don't feel like that is the thing. I just feel like you don't like to be home by yourself, but it is time for you to take time to yourself. You could be married, okay? You could be in a relationship. You could be living with someone, but that doesn't mean that you don't need time to yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't need a section if you have a home or an apartment. I don't care what it is. You need somewhere where you can go and have solitude. Every person does, regardless of your marital status. Maybe your heart is just broken because maybe your husband or wife has recently just pissed you off, or maybe you clicked on here because you just knew there was a message for you. Either way, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but everyone needs solitude and peace. Every person. You heal and move on by taking time, being strong, and I'm also hearing continue to invest in self. What do you do for self-love and self-care time? You need it just like everyone else needs it. Have the strength to, I'm also hearing, have the strength to walk away from your computers, have the strength to walk away from these, like, whatever these pinnacle this responsibilities. I gotta work, I gotta log in, I gotta do overtime. Like, those things, you need to back away from them and feed your spirit and feed your day-to-day health. Okay, that's all I keep getting. Just pour back into yourself. Okay? So, we'll get one soulmate card. Thank you, Spirit. Everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. And one more, Spirit. Thank you. And again, the more loving care you give yourself, the more love you have to give others. So take a leap of faith into the unknown, and I'm feeling the unknown is the unknown parts of yourself that are going to show you so much beauty. So much beauty. So we'll wrap this up by giving you some affirmations, and then we'll close it out. Two cards. Okay. One more card, please, Spirit. The title card. So you may have a brand new contract trying to come into your life. Maybe that I feel that with the leap of faith, they're saying that's on top of that. So there will be a brand new start coming your way, and that's probably what's going to open this door to this 9 of Cups for you, because you definitely set out on a journey to obtain that next level of life for yourself. One more card, Spirit. Actually, I love the way Spirit works. I do. Yes, come on. Bottom of the deck is celebrate life. I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Earth. The first card out was balance. And a zebra can change its stripes, by the way. Not really, but you get what I'm saying. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. Over top of the fear card. And then abundance. I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. So I hope that this message resonated with you. Thank you so much for stopping by and lending me your energy. Please like, share, and subscribe. Give me some feedback. If you are looking for a personal reading, the information is below in the description. I just seen 1919, so you may want to look up that angel number. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. Peace, prosperity, paradise, and protection to you and your loved ones. Namaste.